Good afternoon, everyone. This is David Stevens, and this is a live update. I want to give everyone an update on the weather situation. Now, I want to start off by talking about the severe risk today. Portions of Florida have a slight potential to get some severe thunderstorms. It's just a marginal risk, but it's still enough to keep an eye on the situation, as there is about a 5% chance of a tornado threat, at least for the next couple of hours. I think as we head into the early afternoon, the tornado threat will go down, but there's a slight chance of a tornado threat along with a chance of some damaging winds. And that's a look at the risk of wind. So the tornado threat's actually a little higher than the wind chance, but there's still a risk. So if you live in that area, definitely keep an eye on the weather here. So I want to go ahead and take a tour of what's going on with the snowstorm across the country here. Now, I want to go ahead and focus on a couple of our viewers' areas here. Now, this is for Ellicott City, Maryland. It's just outside of Baltimore here. It's looking like 2 to 4 inches for you. Right now, radar's showing a little bit of snow, rain just to your south, and it may mix with a little bit of sleet for the next hour, possibly. It'll be mostly snow, though, but don't be surprised if you see some sleet. And I think it'll be 2 to 4 inches of snow for you. And snow should be tapering off definitely by about 7 p.m. So that's an update for you. And this is a look at the regional map for that area. So just to your northwest, I think is a big area of 4 to 6 inches. So you're gonna miss out on the heaviest snow, but I still think 3 to 4 inches for you is a good call. Now I want to look up towards Boston here. That's the next area that's going to get a lot of snow up there. This is a look at the snow totals. About 6 to 8 inches just outside of Boston is looking likely. There's a couple of different scenarios here, and this afternoon the models have been trending upward a little bit on the snowfall, so it's definitely going to be a low-end nor'easter. The good news is it is moving fast, and so that is some wonderful news there. So that is a look at the Boston area with snow totals. And I want to jump down all the way to Houston. This will be a different a different storm system here for Houston. And they're already issuing winter storm watches, so don't be surprised if all along the coast of the south there's going to be winter storm watches, warnings, even some ice storm warnings are possible. Not looking like a huge ice storm, but just enough ice to create a lot of problems in areas. So for the Houston area, the winter storm watch goes in effect 6 p.m. Monday through 6 p.m. Tuesday. Heavy snow and sleet's possible. Heavy bands of snow could result in totals up to 5 inches. So 5 inches of snow potential for you guys way down there in Houston. There's still some uncertainties here, but ice accumulation could be possible as well, up to 1/10 of an inch possible south of I-10. So definitely going to be hazardous travel down there. And then looking at the New Orleans area, this is the scenario for New Orleans. So Baton Rouge, it looks like 4 to 6 inches of snow. New Orleans, about 3 to 4 inches of snow. So definitely we could have the potential of snow reaching all the way to the Gulf of Mexico or Gulf of America. Not sure yet if there will be an executive order or not. We will find out. And then moving on to Mobile, Alabama. Now, this is a look at the two different scenarios here. We have, you're going to see that it doesn't take much of a shift in track to change the outcome. So, basically, here's the two scenarios. I'll go ahead and remove the cam so you can see it better. Oh, wrong one. Okay. Let's try this again. Alright, so keep swinging the switch. Okay. There we go. Now you should be able to see the entire map here. So just a shift of a little bit could determine the precipitation type. Now, it's possible that it'll be mostly snow all the way to the sandy beaches here. Or it could be a wintry mix at the beaches and snow pushing a little bit further to the north here. But these are the two scenarios that are the most likely right now. So I want to go ahead and switch gears and show you an overview using Radar Omega. Here we go. And we'll go ahead and start with a forecast radar here. Now this is 2 o'clock this afternoon. It's showing the snow really starting to develop here. It's already snowing towards the Baltimore area, Washington. Actually, you know what? Let me do a refresh. Sorry about that here. Let me go ahead and show radar. Do an overview of the radar right now. I'll switch this into the mode. So this is live. This is no modeling, no forecast at all. Just to give everyone an overview of what's going on right now. Do have heavy snow across a good portion of the Northeast right now. So Pennsylvania, Scranton, down through Harrisburg, making its way south through Charleston and into the eastern tip of Kentucky. This is where the snow is right now. And on this particular radar here, it's showing that it's rain. So if anyone at Baltimore can weigh in on this, because another radar I'm looking at is showing mostly snow for the region. So that's the thing with these radars. They do the best to guesstimate where the rain-snow mix is, and the rain and snow, of course. It tries its best. It doesn't always get it 100% right. So any of your reports in the chat would be great. Also, let me know how you're doing in the chat. On a scale of 1 to 10, just let me know how you're doing out there. Okay, so enough rambling. Back to the maps here. And we'll go ahead and go to the HRRR model. Now, this is a really good short-term model to use. It's a pretty accurate model here. Now I'll go back here to one that's available. So out there right now, we have that band of heavy snow out there. Snow will continue to track its way to the northeast, and the main storm, there's a chance it could become a bomb cyclone. It's a meteorology term. But it'll definitely be producing some bands of heavy snowfall along the coast here, so definitely something to keep an eye on. There could be periods where it'll mix with precipitation, mix with rain over there towards New Bedford and Nantucket here. But Boston, for your location, I think it'll may start off initially as rain and then change over to snow, and the whole storm system should be off the coast there and out to sea by tomorrow mid-morning. So early tomorrow morning, more than likely here. Go ahead and take a look and see what the NAM is predicting on total snowfall accumulations here. So we'll go ahead and zoom in here. I think, especially up here towards the Boston area, I think a widespread 4 to 8 inches of snow is likely, with some higher accumulations possible. Now it's showing about 6 to 7 inches. So 4 to 8 inches of snow possible up in that portion. And then back down towards Scranton, about 3 inches. So about 3 to 6 inches in that area between Scranton and New York. This particular model has about 1.5 inches for New York. I think it'll be higher for New York. I think this is a little bit on the low end here. And then heavier snow again back towards West Virginia here. Now that's just one model. Look at the NAM for total snowfall accumulation. And I'll let it load up here. There we go. Okay, yeah, this is looking more like what I agree with it. Maybe a little bit high for New York, but definitely 5. I would say about 5 inches for New York is my prediction here. But we'll look at the National Weather Service and give you the official Weather Service forecast here. Boston looks like about 8 inches of snow, so widespread 4 to 8 inches, likely in many areas. And then going back down south, Scranton about 5 inches. Philadelphia about 5 or 6 inches. About 4 to 5 in Harrisburg, and then about 8 to 10 inches in spots. So probably about 6 to 8 inches down here towards West Virginia. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the snow, though. And I'll go ahead and go to the end of the model, which looks like it's Tuesday. So it's not really going to show us a lot. So what I'll do is go look at the NAM and put this into motion here. And let it load here. Okay, so this is a look at the NAM. Well, the heaviest snowfall is being forecast by the model here. So it's painting a pretty good amount of snow for Louisiana there. 7 inches there, southern Louisiana. Beaumont about 7 inches, about 8 inches, 7 to 8 inches for Houston, and then Victoria, you're right on the edge, and then all the way back to San Antonio could get an inch or two, and then Austin an inch or two as well. And then this paints snow all the way to the sandy beaches, a couple inches down towards Mobile and Biloxi, and even Panama City there, 6 inches of snow here. Now again, this is just a model here, but just wanted to show you the potential here. So it is painting also a little bit freezing rain in northern Florida, back towards the Panhandle, but again, I think any ice should be around this area. Now, of course, this could change slightly, and you could have pockets of a little bit of ice, but this is just where most of the heavier amounts of freezing rain is possible here. So I go ahead and put this back on feature radar mode. And now this model has lower resolution, but it goes out quite a bit in time. It's a long-term model. So let's back it up to tomorrow. This is 9 p.m. Yeah, this will be noon. So 3 p.m. tomorrow. There's going to be some energy up here in Oklahoma. What's going to happen is that energy is going to work its way south, and then there's this energy down here that's developing into the storm. So by 9 p.m. we do have the snow developing through parts of Texas, southeast Texas, rain from San Antonio southward, and then there'll be a mix. Basically, San Antonio, mainly around San Antonio. Then by 3 a.m., could be quite a bit of a mix from the border of Mexico stretching to New Orleans, and the snow north of there. Could be heavy snow at times, and then this storm system will continue to work its way eastward on Tuesday, and this model basically has the snow all the way to the beaches and that mix affecting Tallahassee down to southern Georgia. So, well, that wraps up the update here. I just wanted to give everyone an update, and I hope everyone's staying safe and warm out there, as we do also have a good portion of the country under a cold weather advisory or extreme cold watch or warning. It's really cold out there, so make sure you bundle up. And that's it. I'll be back in a few hours with another update. Stay safe out there.